Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Fluctus Channel. The aircraft carrier plays a critical role in the maritime strategy of the United States. Its speed and flexibility, together with its support group, provide the nation with the ability to rapidly respond to world hotspots. Being a sovereign U.S. territory, this intimidating yet highly flexible naval force can operate with equal success in confined waters or on the open ocean. The first U.S. aircraft carrier, USS Langley, was commissioned in 1922, starting a new age in naval warfare. Successful completion of tests in the Atlantic in 1924 made her the test platform for developing carrier operating techniques and tactics, while serving further in the Pacific. During the past 100 years, the U.S. Navy has operated 67 aircraft carriers until today. Over time, these warships became more complex and capable as the technology evolved, and conflicts around the world increased in complexity. Today, there are 11 nuclear-powered aircraft carriers in operation, with a fleet composed of 10 Nimitz-class and 1 Ford-class ships. In addition, 3 new carriers are currently under construction. An aircraft carrier is an enormous military base featuring a flight deck with 2 runways and 24 more decks where over 5,000 people engage daily in multiple duties. To ensure uninterrupted work and availability of all systems 24/7 all year round, this massive structure requires an efficient preventive maintenance program in place. The crew of dedicated technicians with specialized training capabilities in electric maintenance, mechanics, hydraulics, pneumatics, hull structure, and many others service the ship to sustain its readiness level. A detailed maintenance schedule and specific maintenance plans for each system and component must be observed. The USS Nimitz is a 1,092-foot-long ship able to carry about 90 aircraft at a time. With the weight of over 100,000 tons, it needs a truly massive anchor and chain to hold steady at sea or when stationed at port. In fact, the two anchors of the ship weigh over 60,000 pounds each. Maintenance of the anchor requires coordinated teamwork, operating heavy equipment like windlass and wildcats to release and recover a 1,080-foot-long chain, with each link weighing about 350 pounds. Sailors servicing the anchor are equipped with high levels of safety gear, such as hard hats, safety goggles, and earbuds. When the anchor is recovered from the seabed, both the chain and the anchor must be carefully washed to avoid bringing on board sand or any other material that could cause obstructions or corrosion to the system. After pulling into the anchor room, sailors use a fire hose to carefully wash each link of the chain, as well as the anchor where it's raised, using high-pressure water streams to remove residue from it. Once the anchor and chain are fully recovered, the chain is secured with special pins. Aircraft carriers are equipped with a variety of defensive, protective, and countermeasure systems. The one in particular is the flight deck washdown system. It features an array of flush deck sprinklers laid out all around the flight deck, ready to be released in case of emergency, as a combination of seawater and a chemical agent called aqueous film-forming foam. In case of fire, this foam helps to combat the flames by reducing the oxygen available at deck level. It also protects from chemical, biological, and radiological threats by diluting any material that may have fallen on the deck and letting it drop away to the sea. The washdown system is maintained and checked periodically, and a full-scale test release of the foam is performed annually. Once the exercise is done, the flight deck needs to be meticulously scrubbed, washed with seawater, rinsed, and cleansed to remove the foam, as this agent may cause corrosion to the carrier components if it stays in place for too long. Beyond normal cleaning of each room in the ship, some circumstances require implementation of special protective measures. During the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, Special instructions were given to regularly sanitize each part, room, and component of the carrier with solution of chlorine and water, following health protection recommendations at international scale. These active measures required participation of all personnel aboard to prevent the appearance and propagation of the disease.
We're going to take over back here and we're going to... Okay. I will look on.
As part of routine maintenance activities on the flight deck, aircraft are washed with water, scrubbed, rinsed, and dried to remove the salt particles that adhere to the surfaces. These measures are crucial to the life of the aircraft, with salt being the main agent to cause corrosion to the structure. Any appearance of corrosion requires additional maintenance and repair. If it persists beyond certain limits, the aircraft's structural life would be severely reduced. The hangar bay in an aircraft carrier serves as the maintenance base for all aircraft, their systems, and components. During day and night operations, aircraft are being moved, securely parked, and maintained according to the maintenance plans, as well as to repair any detected issue. The movement of the aircraft is performed with the aid of towing tractors that lift the nose wheel of the aircraft and pull it to the desired place. These tractors, also called tugs, are controlled using a joystick as opposed to the standard seat driving position normally seen in airports. The tractors can be powered electrically or by a diesel engine, and they are able to rotate with zero turning radius, a great advantage to maneuver the aircraft within the reduced dimensions of the hangar bay. The FA-18E Super Hornet is maintained within the hangar bay at organizational and intermediate levels. Maintenance squadrons are supplied with spares, consumables, tools, and equipment to perform the inspections and repairs according to each maintenance level. Maintenance at organizational level consists of inspections, small repairs, and component swapping in case of failure of avionics, for example. At the intermediate level, major inspections and repairs can be performed on landing gear struts, avionics boxes, jet engines, and even limited structural repair of the airframe. For instance, the sailors are equipped and qualified to remove and install the Super Hornet's General Electric turbofan engine. Such removal and installation are performed with the use of elevation and transport engine wheeled carts. Maintenance personnel can also perform different levels of inspections to the engine components, such as, for example, dismounting, inspecting, and maintaining engine compressor and turbine discs and blades. The catapult in an aircraft carrier is the essential system to power the aircraft up to takeoff speed and into the air. It would be nearly impossible to operate any fixed-wing aircraft from the aircraft carrier flight deck without it. The Nimitz-class carriers are equipped with 4 steam-powered catapults, each qualified to propel a 30-ton aircraft up to 140 knots at the end of the flight deck, allowing the safe operation of jet fighters like the F-18, early warning aircraft like the E-2 Hawkeye, and even transport aircraft like the C-2 Greyhound. The system represents a track built along the flight deck and a piston or shuttle that runs through it and is powered by the steam pressure along the cylinder under the deck. For takeoff, the aircraft nose landing gear is attached to the shuttle, full thrust is applied, brakes are released, and the shuttle is fired forward by the catapult operator, helping the aircraft to achieve takeoff speed in less than 2 seconds. In the new Ford-class aircraft carriers, the steam catapult has been replaced by the new electromagnetic catapult, called EMALS, Electromagnetic Aircraft Launch System. A jet blast deflector or fence is a giant flight deck panel that is raised behind a jet aircraft before taking off from an aircraft carrier. This safety device deviates the jet thrust emitted by the aircraft and redirects it upwards and away from the deck, allowing the jet engine to achieve full thrust without the risk of causing major injuries to any person on the deck behind the aircraft due to the extreme heat of the jet exhaust, or even pushing anyone off the ship into the sea. The deflectors are operated hydraulically, and their correct condition is periodically checked. However, the crew must be prepared to solve any emergency, like in the case where hydraulic power failed and the jet deflector couldn't be retracted. This event would prevent any other aircraft from takeoff and would disrupt normal operations of the deck. In such a case, an alternative way to lay down the deflector again is to use the ground tractor equipped with a special interface rod, pushing the mechanical arms behind it and causing it to retract. The deflector allows multiple takeoffs from the flight deck, one after another. As soon as the deflector is raised, another aircraft can be brought into position behind it for the flight deck crew to perform final readiness duties without the danger of hot, violent exhaust gases. That's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of our new content. See you next time.